The Quantum Group USA, LLC in California, DBA Quantum Distribution and Insurance Services. Advisors are responsible for following all insurance, DOL, FINRA, SEC, broker-dealer, and compliance officer approval requirements prior to distributing this information to clients. Welcome. This is another edition of the Wolfe on the Street podcast, where we talk about everything annuity and business development for advisors and agents. AJ Wolfe is the lead on the team, and we often take this time, to introduce new members of the team. Today we have the lovely and talented Blake Storey.
The lovely and talented
Blake Storey. So you're the newest member of the team. You've been here for a couple of months. You've really, really set a nice position for yourself here on the team. Give us a little background of how you got here and what's happened before you got here.
Yeah, absolutely. So originally, I actually grew up in the Scottsdale area. Mm-hmm. So from here, raised here, kind of moved around a bunch when I was a kid, but settled here, and my whole family's here. So when I graduated from the University of Arizona, took a job out in Nashville, Tennessee, mm-hmm. with another carrier actually. And I wholesaled annuities actually for 3 years over there. Was an internal wholesaler as well as an external wholesaler. Covered a lot of states, traveled a ton, and realized that I wanted to try to be an advisor. So after working at Jackson for a few years, I ended up going to Morgan Stanley and was an ultra high net worth advisor there for a few years. And yeah, I've got a lot of ties into quantum, and it was kind of a matter of time until I eventually got here. So.
And I mean, to have accomplished all that, you're pretty young, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 25. So I am pretty young, but I like to think of myself as kind of an old soul. I always knew I wanted to be in finance, mm-hmm. and like I said, this is a company that I've always really respected, and I have a lot of people that work here. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of all roads led back to quantum for me.
And this podcast is for you, our beloved advisors and agents who are with Quantum, and those who maybe really haven't had a chance to experience it yet. What do you do on AJ's team?
Yeah, so the actual role is Director of Business Development. Okay. So I spend a lot of time working directly with advisors. AJ calls me his bloodhound. Yeah. His 6'5" bloodhound is right. What he calls me, which essentially I'm creating new relationships. I'm getting Quantum's name out there, as well as not only just our products, but all the services we provide as an organization. So it really is a lot of just relationship building, a lot of events, do a lot of event planning. And then, like I said, I am dangerous on the advising side as well. So help a lot of our advisors with some planning and things like that too.
And to say this too, that a lot of advisors have, they paint IMOs with a big broad brush, mm-hmm. right? And rightly so.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that IMOs are common, to have happen. And we're not just product here. I mean, there's a lot going on. What do you think really differentiates you and Quantum from other companies?
Yeah, Scott, that's a great question. I think for me and for Quantum, I think product is product. Now, we need product. Being on both the wholesaling side and the advising side, product's extremely important. So we have product. We've made that a priority here at Quantum. We have all the products, actually, which is really refreshing to say. But not only just product, I think what differentiates us is not only the people in the organization, the back office, which we've talked about in Scottsdale, and also more just the relationship. The boutique is a cheeseball term, but I really do feel like that's what we provide at Quantum, is more of a boutique feel. Which allows our advisors to feel like part of a team, like not outsourcing your annuity business or just giving your annuity business away. It's a partnership where I'm going to go to my partners to talk about your retirement assets. I'm going to go to my partner, and that's the ideal situation for us at Quantum, and I think that's what separates us from some of the competitors for sure.
Yeah, and from the advisory side, again, as young as you are, having all that experience, that's an extra level of guidance that you can provide.
Yeah,
right?
and I sit for my CFP actually next month, so I've been studying for about 10 months, and this is all to provide that additional support to our advisors. I could have easily said when I took this job that I didn't want to keep pursuing that designation because it sucks, and I've been studying for a long time. But I really want to be the whole package for our guys. And when you're getting annuity advice from a CFP, I think it holds a little bit more weight. So that's my goal. But yes, I think we have a lot of guys from a lot of different backgrounds, which supports that whole boutique feel on being a real partner in the practice.
So to somebody watching this right now or listening, who's an ideal fit for your team?
Man, ideal fit for our team is, I always say this, again, this is a broad brush, but truly any advisor that wants to grow and scale their practice, not just on the insurance annuity side, but really an advisor that wants to grow and scale their practice just from an AUM basis, and then also obviously getting the support in the annuity back office. But I would say we work with a lot of RIAs, is a big focus for our team. We also work with insurance-only advisors and agents. So I would say if you're focused on growing and scaling your business, you have an appetite for any sort of annuity products, I think we could be a fit for you.
And I think a lot of advisors and agents have heard that before from somebody else.
Right.
How do they know that we're actually going to perform?
So a big stat that I like to say is the average IMO, and if you've worked with IMOs in the past as an advisor, which I have, and I know what that's like, the average tenure for an IMO partnership is probably around a year, 10 to 12 months. Here at Quantum, it's about 7 years. So I always just say, give me the opportunity to show you. I could talk to you on the phone, or I could talk to you over lunch for hours and hours and hours. I don't think that's really going to give the magnitude. So if you just give me the opportunity to show you at Quantum, I really think if you have those things, right, an appetite for success, appetite for growth, I think we're going to be a great fit.
And I think unlike other companies here, we provide experiences for our clients, for our advisors, where they get to really network with people like them, maybe at different stages of business development, where we have experiences, where we have some fun, where we don't sit there and have like 10 hours of product training, where we actually just get people together, get a few drinks together, we do a little bit of connection, and maybe a couple of them present, but we're trying to get people together that are at different stages where they can learn from one another, what the other's pain points have been and how they overcame them, and then how to really scale. Talk about some of those events that you guys are involved in.
Yeah, so this is, and I'll start by just saying that at Quantum, we start with putting our best foot forward, which is we will take you out to Scottsdale. Obviously, we'll have some meetings and show you what we do at Quantum, all the things I've already talked about. But then I think where we differentiate is we are willing to kind of put ourselves out there to bring you guys out here to Scottsdale, show you what we do. We have a lot of events. Last week I was at 3 Suns games. I was on the floor. I was up in the 5th row, and then we also had a suite on Friday night. So we do a lot of events, sporting events, Cardinals, Suns games. So we'd like to get our advisors out to that. But then to your point, we do a ton of training, which we think is really important, because if you have that appetite for success and growth, and we have an advisor that is absolutely crushing it in any asset. It could be just referral training, could be AUM, could be annuities, whatever your appetite for success is. Our goal is to get those advisors together so they can share and collaborate on those ideas. And we've got a training this month coming up similar to that, where we have an annuity producer that does 100 million plus in annuities. That's going to show us kind of what's under the hood.
And he's a little older than you. He's only 33.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So
crazy.
I'll be in the back taking notes. But it's really good. We really pride ourselves in our relationships with advisors. And we truly believe those relationships should be in person as much as possible. And so we tell our guys it's almost mandatory for our team and AJ that you come out here at least once a year if you're a partner with us, because we have all these resources for you guys. So we're trying to get as many advisors here as possible.
And through our partnership with Annexus, because Annexus came from Quantum, the product design company, the Waste Management Open was also a lot of fun.
Yeah, we just did that too.
Like 900,000 people came through the gates. It's just crazy.
It is awesome.
Boy, you could be in on the stock exchange trading floor, and that's because our partnerships are there.
Yep. New York Stock Exchange. We also do some pretty cool incentive trips as well. I can't remember what the cruise liner is, but we've got a pretty awesome cruise that's going on.
Yeah, I know.
We could do this all day, is my point. So.
And that's not what this is all about. Obviously, there's some incentives here. You can come to Scottsdale. You can sit in our studio, which fully operational now. This is nice. Some of the things that we do in marketing. Here's what I've really learned coming into this industry 11, 12 years ago. IMO, FMO, the M is supposed to stand for marketing. Oftentimes it's silent, most of the time. And I think that's one of the areas too, outside of having all the products in the marketplace, all the proprietary products. I mean, I think we're one of 5 companies that have access to virtually everything.
Yeah.
But we also have a full service advertising agency. And we don't work with everybody, but we can because we do everything, But that being said, if you're an advisor, we're not going to be marketing annuities. We're going to be marketing you.
Yeah.
Marketing your practice. Yeah. We know that if you're growing, the annuity business is going to be part of it because if you're a fiduciary, you have to have these conversations once in a while. But would you agree that that really sets us apart?
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest with you, so working with a different firm, also being an advisor, I had a little bit of a different point of view on when I came in here. So when I came in here for an interview, and they showed me the marketing team, they showed me where we're sitting right now, they said, this is not selling annuities out of your trunk. And we provide a ton of value to the advisor that's outside of just the product and annuity. And I've been so used to it just being product. Right. But like I said, I go back to our target advisor. If you really want to grow and scale your business, it is essential that you have a good marketing partner. Why not tie that marketing into a piece of your business you're already doing? Because a lot of people outsource marketing to a different company and they pay cold hard marketing dollars. So again, just give me the opportunity and let me show you guys what we do. In Scottsdale, one of the best places to be in the country. It's not like I'm telling you to come to the middle of nowhere, right? Come out here, we'll have some fun, we'll show you what we do. And I promise you, if you have those things aligned with us and it's gonna be a good fit, our marketing team from that boutique perspective can do absolutely anything. I've seen it with my own eyes. So I talk about them so much because I really do think that's one of our biggest value adds.
He's tall, he's young, he's articulate, he's handsome. What else do you want? But come out to Scottsdale. Nice time of year right now, even though we just got off of a heat wave.
Yeah, we did.
For those of you in the colder parts of the country, we're usually around 65 to 75 this time of the year. We have a few golf courses here. Anyway, need I say more? But if you'd like to learn more, again, it's on our dime. We'll bring you out to Scottsdale. Yep. We'll show you what we can really do. Just reach out to Blake. He's easy to find.
Yeah.
And get out here, and thanks for watching. Blake, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.